Hello thinkers, today let us tackle the question of poverty and poor people, shall we? If every society claims it wants to end poverty, why do poverty and poor people exist everywhere, in every system and in every culture? This question is uncomfortable. It sounds cruel. But critical thinking often begins where comfort ends. Today we are not here to insult the poor or praise injustice. We are here to examine a brutal truth many systems hide. Are you ready? Okay, listen to this. Poverty is not only tolerated, it is needed for the system to function. Have you ever stopped to wonder? We have enough resources to feed everyone on Earth twice over. Every government promises to reduce poverty. Every system claims it is temporary. The mighty capitalism says growth will fix it. Socialism says fairness will fix it. Religion says charity will fix it. Technology says innovation will fix it. And almost every politician in history, great leaders, billionaires, philanthropists, activists, all have promised to end poverty. Yet poverty remains. Are you surprised? This is the first illusion, the idea that poverty is a mistake. If poverty were simply an error, it would have been solved long ago. Instead, it adapts, survives, and quietly supports the structure above it. The uncomfortable question is not why poverty exists, but why it is allowed to exist. Every system needs layers. At the top, decision makers. In the middle, comfort and stability. At the bottom, the sweat and blood struggle. The border between a roof over your head or live under the bridge, down next to the highway. Poor people do the work most people do not want to do. Cleaning streets, harvesting food, building cities, mining resources, delivering goods, caring for others at low pay. These jobs are called low-skilled, but society collapses without them. If everyone were wealthy, who would do the hardest, dirtiest, and lowest-paid work? This is not an accident, it is design. Do you think it is a failure of the system? Considering that Mr. X, who has $300 billion, can make 8 billion people on this earth billionaires? Or is it possible that on a cold, functional level, poverty is actually a feature of our system, not a bug? Today, we are going to step out the cave from this illusion and see things as they really are. We'll look at the world through the lens of a thinker. To ask an uncomfortable question, why are poor people needed for our current world to function? We often treat poverty like a disease we're trying to cure. Psychology helps us understand why this continues. People need to believe the system is fair to feel safe inside it. So society creates stories. If you work hard, you will escape poverty. If you are poor, you did something wrong. If you fail, it's your fault. We imagine this utopia where everyone is middle class or wealthy. But here's the first psychological truth. Wealth is relative. These stories protect the system, not the people. They turn poverty into a personal failure instead of a structural requirement. This shifts blame away from the system and onto the individual. Do you know that hope is powerful, but it can also be used to control? Poor people are kept going by hope. Maybe next year, maybe a promotion, maybe the next job, maybe the next generation. This hope keeps them working, obeying, and surviving without rebellion. If people truly believed poverty was permanent, the system would face resistance. Hope keeps the engine running. This is why the promise of getting rid of poverty is repeated, but never fully delivered. Society creates this illusion that we want to get rid of poverty. We pretend we want to eliminate it, but our entire economic ladder depends on there being a bottom rung. If everyone is a CEO who delivers the packages, if everyone is a millionaire who cleans the streets, who flips your favorite burgers, who drives your kids to school, who serves you coffee, or neatly arranged shelves at your supermarket for your convenience. In every culture, from the caste systems of ancient India to the modern hustle culture of New York, we use the fear of being at the bottom to keep the middle moving. Without a lower class to serve as a warning, the motivation for the middle class to work 60 hours a week just vanishes. Now let's get into the brutal truth. The brutal truth is that our modern lifestyle is subsidized by poverty. I know you do not want to accept that. Think about your morning coffee, your fast fashion t-shirt, or the app you use to order food. These things are affordable only because someone, somewhere, is being paid very, very little to keep the gears of the system turning. Let's look at agriculture. In many Western countries, the entire food supply depends on migrant workers, irrespective of whether they are illegal or not. They are willing to work in the scorching sun for long hours for wages that locals simply won't accept. And what about tech? Your sleek devices rely on minerals mined by people in extreme poverty in places like the Congo. Oh, by the way, I am sure you do not know that child labor is also involved. From a purely systemic view, poor people provide flexibility. They are the shock absorbers of the economy. When a business needs to cut costs to stay competitive, they don't cut the CEO's bonus. They cut the hours of the people at the bottom. Without this pool of people who have no choice but to say yes to low-paying jobs, the price of your lifestyle would likely triple overnight. So why do we humans allow this to happen? Psychology tells us that we are hierarchical animals. We don't just want to have enough. Do you know why? It is very simple. We want to have more because more is limitless, whereas enough has a limit. Philosophers like Nietzsche argued that society is often driven by a will to power. For there to be a high status, there must be a low status. This creates something called the at least effect. Psychologically, the middle class tolerates many hardships because they can look down and say, well, at least we are not like them. And to live with ourselves, we invent justifications. We tell ourselves the poor are lazy or made bad choices. This is a psychological defense mechanism called the just world hypothesis, the belief that people get exactly what they deserve. It allows the rest of society to ignore the structural need for poverty. And this isn't just a Western problem. In Japan, the hidden poor, the working poor, provide the labor for the incredible convenience store culture that the world admires. In Brazil, the favelas or slums sit right next to luxury skyscrapers. Low-class housing system called the townships, such as Alexander, were created in South Africa to provide cheap labor for the higher class, to build skyscrapers in the cities. Those skyscrapers literally cannot function without the maids, drivers, waste collectors, cleaners, etc., who commute from the favelas or the townships every single day. The need for poor people is the invisible thread that holds these societies together. They provide the essential services that allow the productive members of society to focus on things like art, technology, and governance. Please stay with me here. A system based on competition needs winners and losers. A system based on cheap labor needs desperation. A system based on profit needs inequality. Got it? Poor people are not a glitch. They are a feature. This does not mean poor people deserve poverty. It means the system benefits from their position while pretending to want to save them. Not because they aren't valuable as human beings, but because our economic system is built like a skyscraper that requires a basement to stand. Giving food to the hungry does not question why food is wasted elsewhere. Helping one family does not challenge a system that creates millions of struggling families. Charity is good, but only provides the cover to the infected and untreated wound of poverty caused by the system. This idea feels offensive because it challenges our moral identity. We want to believe we live in a fair world. We want to believe success is earned and failure is deserved. Accepting that poverty is needed forces us to question our comfort, our success, and our silence. The question is, are we as a society willing to give up the comforts that poverty provides for us? Oh, just in case you were not paying attention, this video is not saying poverty should exist. It is saying we must stop lying about why it exists. If we truly want to reduce poverty, we must stop pretending it is an accident and start asking who benefits from it. If poverty disappears tomorrow, would the system survive, or would it finally be exposed for what it really is? Thanks for watching. If this made you think, consider subscribing for more content that challenges the way we see the world. Till next time, keep thinking.